Morning, guys. These females can't even go to the grocery store without getting offended and losing their shit. Check this one out and watch her facial expressions.
So I have to vent about something because it's really working my nerves.
Well, that hand gesture there is a secret sign for the Crazy Hoe tribe, not to be confused with the Stanky Hoe tribe. Their sign uses more of a two-hand approach.
I was in the grocery store today, and there was a woman in there. She had 4 kids, 4 girls, and this old woman passes her, and she goes, "Well, bless your heart, you got your hands full, and they're girls too."
How dare she say that? What kind of evil person makes such terrible comments? Old people are evil.
And then she proceeds to walk on past, and another woman stops to talk to her about the woman having 4 kids and they all being girls, and that how hard girls are, and girls are just a handful, and blah 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 blah. They're just so much harder than boys.
Well, let me give you just a little bit of advice. Listen to these old folks while you still can. There's a wealth of knowledge in that gray hair.
Why do we shame women and girls? Why do we do that? And why are we bothering mothers that are in the store just trying to get what they need to get and go home?
Well, so saying girls are tougher to raise than boys is not shaming women. You can take it different. Girls are harder to raise because they're more complicated human beings. It may be a compliment, but you're so ready to jump down someone's throat at any hint of offending you.
Because I guarantee you, if it was a father with 4 kids grocery shopping, it'd be, "Oh, you're such a good dad. Look at you helping out and babysitting and getting the groceries too."
Well, saying that to the man is the same thing. It happens to me. I take the kids somewhere and women ask me if it's my weekend. Yeah, bitch, it's my weekend. So was last weekend and the weekend before that and next weekend.
That's what it would be. Like, even though those are his kids, and there's no such thing as babysitting when they're your kids.
Well, then why is there an app where you can order a babysitter with the touch of a button? That wasn't a man's idea.
That's number one. Number two, why do people constantly say that girls are so much harder to raise than boys when it's a lie?
It's a lie, huh? Well, I believe most people in the world would disagree with you. Everything involved in raising a girl is more complicated and more expensive. Boys, they'll play with a cardboard box for 3 hours.
Every child is different, and it makes no difference their gender. I don't care. And also, all that is when she says that is internalized misogyny.
I call it the facts of life. But you call it misogyny if you want.
It's what people have been doing to girls since the world began. It's a way to subtly shame them for being a girl.
Or maybe it's a way to create a higher standard for someone who has the ability to conceive and birth another human.
And, my thing is that if girls are so much harder to raise than boys, then why are almost 100% of rapist men and boys? Why are almost 100% of serial killers in the world men? Why are so many men and boys the perpetrators of domestic abuse and violence.
Well, we're also 100% the victims of paternity fraud. We're also 100% of the homeless. Your argument doesn't hold water. Abuse isn't always physical.
You know, why? If they're so easy to raise, then why do these things come forth out of their life out after they're grown?
Well, I'll give you another little tip as a parent. No matter how good you do raising your kids, they're going to be what they're going to be. You know, some of the worst people I've ever met had awesome parents.
Maybe it's because you don't even try to raise them at all. You just let them do whatever they want to do because they're a boy and this is a man's world.
Let them do whatever they want to do, huh? Well, that's stupid as hell. Women and girls can do whatever they want. A boy can't even sneeze loud without being accused of assault.
And you got to make sure that you indoctrinate that girl to just know that she's nothing but a slave.
I wonder where she lives. Must be some backwards ass hick town. Because that ain't the way things are here in the real world.
And if she bucks, then it's, or the fact that she has the reproductive organs. And the boy, you know, that's what kills me about this. People saying things to women, but they don't say nothing to the boys, and they'll go out there and make 15 freaking babies and don't take care of none of them. But it's the women's fault that have the kids. What the hell? That don't make no sense.
Well, how does one man have 15 babies? The only way is if a handful of women believed his bullshit and they opened their legs up and let him impregnate them. But it's his fault? He may be a douchebag, but take responsibility for your own actions.
You know what? If you're wanting to make it better, then you have to address the toxic things that this society does to girls and women. And it's the little comments like this. People may say, oh, that's not a big deal. Yes, it is. Because it perpetuates a toxic world for women and girls.
So it perpetuates a toxic world. We're talking about comments from another female, right?
And it makes me heated. It makes me so mad. Like, stop it. Stop. If it wasn't for the women in my life, I don't know that I would be alive today. I don't know that I would have made it this far. It's because they loved me and they cared about me. Women are a gift to this world. They are.
Well, there's a lot of people that could say that about the women in their lives and how important they were. Others will say the same about the men in their life. They are equally important.
And I'm not gonna allow my daughter I'm not gonna allow anybody to say that crap to my daughter. I already teach her how to see it. Because it took me a long time to fully see what was happening to me. And I'm having to heal from it now. But I'm teaching her now at 8 years old how to see it. So if you think I'm bad, buckle up. Because she ain't gonna put up with it.
Well, great idea. Pass your schizophrenia and your misandry down to the next generation. She'll be fine.
Do better. Do better.
Remember, all this started over a little old lady making small talk to a mother at the grocery store. I mean, she's obviously upset about something else, but focuses on one singular moment of the day and creates this huge dramatic episode. You know, women should be held to a high standard. Men should be held to a high standard. Similar standards, but different, because after all, men and women are different. I know that's a surprise to you, but it's the truth. That's all I got, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll talk to you soon.